This time of year, it seems like Oscar contender after Oscar contender after Oscar contender. Finally, a break from good movies. Tyler Perry's A Medea Christmas is the latest in the line of Medea movies from media mogul Tyler Perry. This time, she finds herself solving racial issues while having Christmas with a family in Alabama. All right, look, there are some movies that you know what you're getting into beforehand. By the time Ernest went to jail, nobody was expecting a heartfelt drama with a poignant backstory from the guy in the blue vest. You know what I mean, Vern? And the same is true for the modern Ernest, Mabel Medea Simmons. Of course, that doesn't excuse me from doing the review, so let's get into it. I actually can start with a good thing. I like the message. There's a central theme here that deals with racism and reverse racism that's actually refreshing to see. Amidst the groans and yucks, the movie actually said something interesting about what it's like to deal with modern race relations between blacks and whites. Now, don't get me wrong, the movie won't be winning any Nobel Peace Prizes or anything. I'm just saying it managed to say something valuable. In fact, we'll go ahead and call that the best thing about the movie, primarily because it's the only good thing I could think of. Okay, that's a bit of an exaggeration. I actually like Kathy Najimy in this, and it's good to see Lisa Whelchel from Facts of Life working again. And yes, there were a few moments that the movie managed to get a smile from me, as Tyler Perry can be a pretty funny improviser when Medea isn't stuck on sex and race jokes. But that's the problem. Usually she is. This is the same Medea you know from the other films. Crass, loud, and making jokes that half the time just aren't that funny, unless you really love jokes about the KKK. Anyone? Add to that the litany of other typical issues, and you've got a pretty awful trip to the theater. Acting that looks like it could be done at an elementary school play? Check. Scenes transitions with gaudy, floating 3D Christmas tchotchkes? Check. Characters that go from evil to good in one heartfelt moment of redemption? Check. Forced and beyond corny cameos from YouTube stars Antoine Hydra Kids Dotson and Ain't Nobody Got Time for That Sweet Brown? Check, and what the check? The point is, if you were expecting great movie making from a Medea movie by this point, you haven't been paying close enough attention. At the end of the day, A Medea Christmas is exactly what you expect it to be. If you've laughed yourself silly at the others, you'll probably like it. If you find yourself rolling your eyes and applying your palm to your face, well, then we have a lot in common. Even with the decent message, I can't go above a D. Thanks for checking out this Your Movie Friend review. Stay tuned for this review's Best Ever Challenge here in a bit. But first, I'm going to put some stuff up over here that you can click on. If you want to subscribe, which I'd very much appreciate, you can do that by clicking the big gray subscribe button right up here. Want to see more reviews? You can click over here to see reviews of Saving Mr. Banks, Nebraska, or the second Hobbit movie, The Desolation of Smaug. You can also click the logo right up here to go to yourmoviefriend.com, where you can search by title for reviews. Finally, this review's Best Ever Challenge. You name the best movie ever in a particular category and also try to identify my choice. This time, you must name the best movie that stars a man in drag ever. Mine has a former James Bond in it. Drop your own answer and a guess at mine in the comments. First person to guess mine gets a point. Thanks, and don't forget to subscribe.